we are transforming our Jeep into a SUV camper. Hey, I'm Jeannie. I live in Colorado and I share a little bit of everything on my channel, from hiking, travel, Colorado adventures, and day in the life of living in the beautiful state of Colorado. So let's jump right into it. Living in Colorado, we have such a wide variety of camping opportunities and we want to give it a shot. We are not tent people. Me sleeping in a tent on the ground, knowing that I could get, attacked by a mountain lion or a bear in the middle of the night, not really my vibe. And we are not to the point where we're ready to purchase any type of RV or anything. If we were to ever do that, it'd probably be more like a converted Sprinter van. We don't want to have to worry about hauling an RV. But again, we're not to that point. So we're meeting halfway and we are converting our SUV into a camper. So you might be wondering, how the heck do you do that? So we are basically building a platform bed in our SUV and just going to be using it as our sleeping area and filling it with all our camping gear. And lucky for me, there has been a lot of others who have built SUV campers, so I found a lot of different ones that I really liked and I kind of meshed it into our own design. So we are transforming a Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit, and it was very important to us that this project was nothing permanent in our Jeep. We are not drilling holes, we're not touching anything inside the Jeep. This whole build was built around easy, functional, and it's the perfect platform bed for an SUV camper. The platform bed is also something that we can always keep in our Jeep because we can still utilize the back seats by flipping them up. So lots of things going on in this video. However, it is so easy. And the nice thing is you really don't need a lot of tools for this project, and the wood and stuff that we are purchasing, you can all get that pre-cut at a Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever. So we will be using 1 sheet of 3/4 inch plywood, 2 2x4s, indoor-outdoor carpet tape, our staple gun to help secure some of the carpet areas that we're putting in. Did purchase some paint to paint it, some foot pads to the bottom of the legs, and of course some screws and a drill. So that's all you really need to get started. But that said, let's go start converting our Jeep into an SUV camper. All right, so here is the back of our Jeep. So basically I'm going to be measuring from the back all the way up to the seats and then the width here. And then we're gonna make this into 2 sections. So the front section and then the back section. So there'll be like 2 sections to this platform for our bed. Now as far as height of the platform bed, I just kind of put in some items that I know we'll be using. So like our water jug, we'll have this tote full of stuff. So we're gonna kind of make this as spacious as we can, and we're gonna make it about 11.5 inches tall. So it's gonna be like to here is going to be the platform. So we're going to be nice and cozy. So we're going to be doing the back platform first because, as I mentioned, we're going to do 2 platforms. So I put the seat up so I can see exactly where the seat goes up so that I know that's where I want this first platform to go, because after that the seats start to have that slight incline. So that will be the adjustment that we'll be doing later for the second platform. So we went to Home Depot, got 3/4 inch plywood. We're going to make our measurement for the back platform right now and get it cut. So this first back platform is finished. So we did have to do a little bit of rearranging of things because the Jeep is so curved. It wasn't like 2x4s weren't fitting how they should without making things more narrow. We originally had these 2x4s right here on the edge, but as you can see, our Jeep is very rounded, so it was hitting the side here. So we just moved them in, but we left the platform top here to the side. And then we actually cut the top bed part in half to make this more easy so we can get to items, because we knew we were gonna have this guy here and then more items here we wanted to just kind of lift up. But if these were attached, we weren't able to like easily move it because the Jeep is so angled. So these will be like 2 platforms, which we're okay with because it actually makes everything easier to like move around too. So let me show you what it's like without the bed on top. So the top is off. As you can see, we brought the 2x4s in a little bit on each side. We just did the center strip, and there's a 2x4 right here in the middle as well. So very sturdy. Definitely should be able to hold this up. The front platform is complete. So let me show you how we did this. So underneath here, we just had some scrap 2x4. We mounted those to this back platform to use as like an anchor for this top platform because we wanted to preserve this space for the back platform. So we mounted this black plywood on the back of these 2x4s that we mounted on this. And that's how we found the level here, because as I mentioned, this goes up, it's angled, so we didn't want to have to like try and shape this angle. So now that we found the level, we found 2x4s that were the exact same height to just mount right on to the top of this. And then we used drop pins to put them in so that it's not like a permanent fixture in here. We can just pop these in. We have two, one in the middle, two, then we just did it back here to secure one in each 2x4. So there it is. So the reason we use drop pins because we didn't want to have to like sit and put screws in each time we wanted to use this. So like I said, I want to keep this super simple, everything really easy to like move around and switch out. So drop pins do that. They support it enough so that the bed isn't moving around, but it's not permanently in there, so we don't have to bring a drill every time we want to like put the bed together. So drop pins are where it's at. And here is the complete setup. So as you see, we have the two boards here. Front board, which we can see there's a small bow in that, but over time we're hoping that that just kind of flattens out and we're not going to really feel that once our weight's on it. Same with the drop pins. We're using a foam pad for our bed, so we will not be feeling all the drop pins, but how cool is that, you guys? So this part only took us a couple hours. I think we started at 9 and it's like 11:30, so this part's done. However, we are gonna be wrapping carpet on it. I have to sand it down because I wanna paint it, so I'm just making it so it's not, you know, it's not gonna stay like this. This isn't how it's staying. So I'm quickly just gonna sand the edges quick of all of the pieces of wood. Get rid of any splinters or anything. We will be doing carpet on the top. It's just nice to have everything nice and smooth. We're going to be putting carpet on the top platform just to make everything kind of smoother and nicer. Covers up all the little imperfections and ridges of the wood. So we picked up this interior exterior rug from Home Depot. It's a 6x8, which is more than enough. They come pre-cut. It just comes in a little roll like this. It was really nice because we didn't have to get carpet or anything cut. We picked up this double-sided carpet tape. This would probably be enough for you. However, we do have a staple gun, so we're gonna use this too because we're gonna wrap this around the edges a little bit. So, and we're gonna do this project in our house, in our living room, because our house is clean and I wanna keep these top platforms really nice and clean. The garage is all sandy and dusty now. We just finished the bigger platform piece for like the front of the bed, and remember we put in holes for all the drop pins, so we just took the carpet and cut out where those drop pins are. So now we're going to take our drill through the carpet to make our holes for the drop pins. We just got back from Home Depot and I picked up some paint so we can paint our stand here. All right, here it is, color reveal. It's Canadian Fur is the color, really pretty green. Everything is finished and painted. I found some of these 2x4 pads that I'm gonna put on each leg. Trying really hard not to like scratch the Jeep and keep everything really nice in our Jeep. So we figured this would be a nice thing for the feet to not dig into the carpets and all the things.
That's not exactly like a 2x4.
No, it's not. All right, well, 2x4 is not so much 2x4. We'll have to trim around these, but check it out, it's all done. So let me give you a tour. Here are all of those platforms that we put carpet on, and they fit nice and snug in here, especially now with this carpet on. Like, it makes us so much happier we knowing like it ain't gonna be rubbing up against like the interior here. It's gonna protect that so we don't get major scratches going on. And then the bottom, here's our painted base that we put together. Have those little foot pads on the bottom to protect, because as you see, there's like a little bit of plastic here, and we just didn't want wood rubbing up on some of these items. Same over here. If at all this were to rub, we'd rather not have scratches over in this corner and all around. So these are super easy to lift up if we need to get under here. And then here's the side. Here's all the little drop pins. They worked perfect. Put them right in there. We have all the 2x4s underneath here, and this lays nice and tight right up to our seats, so we can fully stretch out in here. The nice thing about this too is we pull out all those drop pins. This slides right on top of there, so we technically don't even need to take this out. I have a little baggie right here on this back seat pocket for all the drop pins, so we just put all these in here, store the baggie behind the seat, and it's perfect.
Easy peasy. That one.
Alright, and then this lifts up and it slides right on top of here. Perfect. We built it in 2 pieces, as I mentioned, because we wanted to utilize the seats still. Now we can flip these up.
A little effort.
Done. So now we have a back platform, which we can actually just always keep in here if we want. We don't need to take this out if we didn't want to. It just actually gives us more storage for our Jeep too. And everything fits together in one.
Pretty slick.
Very slick. Now that the platform is complete and perfectly exactly what we wanted, it's time for the fun part, putting the bed together. The entire length of our bed, it came to exactly 68.5. And then the exact width of our bed came to exactly 45 inches. So that's the exact dimensions we're gonna make the mattress on top. So our bed is 45 inches wide, and a twin size bed is 38 inches wide roughly, and a full size is 53 roughly inches wide. So this is literally right between a twin and a full. So we knew we were gonna have to like create a mattress on our own. It wouldn't fit either or. So what we're using for our mattress is 3-inch memory foam mattress topper. I just brought it up to our bedroom here to let it like expand out since it's memory foam, and it looks awesome. Super, super squishy. We drew our line right here. Just so you're aware, the memory foam isn't like a perfect square. As you can see, the edge is a little wonky. So when we were making our measurement, we noticed the lines were all kind of different, and it wasn't like a straight line. So we had to kind of do our best here. So we went a little bit wider than 45 just in case there's a little bit of movement in here. We're just using, I don't know, a regular scissor to cut this, so nothing fancy here. It's all cut to the size, so let's go put it in the Jeep and see how it fits. Perfect fit, you guys. That, yeah, like literally the most perfect fit. Next thing I want to talk to you about is the bedding. So as I mentioned, our mattress is right between a full and a twin size bed. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll just buy a full sheet set and call it good. However, I got thinking that wouldn't make any sense. I only need a full-sized fitted sheet because it's a little bit larger and I can kind of tuck it underneath the mattress, but I don't need all that extra material from a full-sized flat sheet. Walmart kind of saves the day on this. So you can buy individual pieces of fitted, flat, and then of course your pillowcases. So that's what we did. I bought a full-sized fitted sheet for the mattress, and then I bought a twin-sized flat sheet. You know, on a regular bed, you have all the extra material hanging on both sides of the bed. You don't need that in this, obviously. The dimensions of a twin-sized flat sheet are 66 inches wide, and our bed is 45. So this is still like way too wide, but I can't go any narrower, so it is what it is. And I went with dark bedding because I'm like, usually I'm a lover of everything white for bedding, and then I like decorate it with like different colors and textures and whatnot. But I figured it's probably better to go dark for camping. We happen to have like dirt on our feet or something and we crawl in bed. I don't want like my white bedding to get stained or, you know, look dirty. So we're going all dark with navy blue. Here's our fitted sheet and our flat sheet on top. This is about how much overhang we have from that twin size flat sheet. So It's absolutely perfect. It fit really well. Everything's good. I obviously have to wash all this because I just took it out of the package, but I wanted to make sure everything fit well before I washed it. So the next thing I want to put in the Jeep, I thought it'd be really nice to have a little extra light. So I found a string of these tiny little fairy lights. They're really small, really flexible, and they are battery operated. And we wanted to do batteries because we didn't want to have to like worry about plugging things in with the electricity, and since it's not like we're going to be having these on at 24/7, batteries would be perfect. So there they are. First thing I wanted to figure out is where I want to put the battery pack, and I figure we might as well just kind of stuff it right here. It kind of sits right there in that crevice between the Jeep and this, so that's where it'll stay. So that's where I'll start my lights, make my way up, down, and as far as we can go. As I mentioned, I don't want to make any permanent modifications to our Jeep, and we don't want to put holes or pins in anything in the interior, so I'm actually using these clips. So basically how you use these is you have all these lips up here around the interior. One edge will slide right in there and it sits just like that. I'll just take my fairy light, just hangs right in there like that. They are all in. Let's turn this on and see how it looks. Ta-da! Cute! And this string light was the like perfect length. It made its way all the way around, up, over, and back, right where I started. So Vince and I are gonna climb in the back here and test it out, see how it is.
Too bad, huh?
So here it is with just Vincent. He's laying on his side, of course. All right, we are in here. Holy
That's
buckets.
a little tight, but it's fine.
It's super cozy. And but we fit, like we definitely, like, I don't know what more room above us would really, I mean, I'd rather have the storage space because we fit in here just fine. Fully able to stretch out, so I'm literally straight as can be. My head's to the seat. My feet aren't hanging off the edge, and I'm 5'7.5", so perfect. All right, so here we are. And we have our moonroof here open so we can watch the stars at night, which I'm so excited about. And the width is like perfect. I mean, we're totally have enough space, I feel like.
It's no king size bed.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to a king size bed, but
The height is minimalism.
yeah, the height is minimalism. We just got ourselves out. And one thing we noticed getting in and out, like this thing was rock solid. Like it didn't wiggle back and forth or anything. So very stable and secure. The Jeep is 100% ready for camping. Check this out. Are so excited. It is complete. Turned out so cute. We cannot wait to go do some SUV camping. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and just go over a few more items in here. So the first thing I'm absolutely loving is this beautiful blanket. It's just like a little throw blanket, but it's like the perfect size. I loved the colors and I loved the design. I got it on Amazon, and I just folded it in half to kind of make it drape over the edge so that when we have our camping gear in here, you don't really see it. So it's just kind of a pretty little way to like cover up this area that could potentially look a little messy once we do get all our camping gear in here. And then for our bedding, I already shared about the flat sheet, fitted sheet, all that got from Walmart. However, I am a lover of down feather comforters, so that is what I went with. Found a twin size down feather comforter on Amazon. Really good quality, really nice and fluffy. It's an all season one, so we figured that would be perfect. Here is what the side looks like. It's like perfect amount on each side that drapes down. I'm glad we did the twin. We didn't go with the full. We already talked about that part. We just have some pillows in here. Usually we sleep with 4 pillows in our regular bed. I don't know if we will when we're camping, but I bought pillows and pillow covers for that, and we'll see how that goes. Fun throw pillow. The cover is from Amazon. It is a faux leather and I love it. And that's pretty much it. We still have to like get all our camping gear and everything put together and figure out how we want that put together. So I'll probably do another vlog eventually once we kind of get all those things put together for our SUV camping setup here. But at least this gives you inspiration and ideas on how we created the platform bed, which we're loving, and we can't wait to use this. So stay tuned for some SUV camping vlogs. And that is a wrap here with our SUV camper conversion here. If you have any questions at all, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'll try and link everything I can. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for future SUV camping vlogs. See you guys in the next vlog. Bye guys.